Hello everyone, today played a major role in the show. Viserys was obsessed with a dream he had in the first half of the season, that he would place his male heir on the Iron Throne and all the dragons would roar as one. We also find out that Aegon the Conqueror had this gift of foresight, seeing the White Walkers coming from the north. Viserys accepts that his dream was just a dream, but his daughter Helaena seems to have the sight, being a dragon dreamer. In episode 6, when we are first introduced to her, she says something very vague when playing with the centipede, saying the last ring has no legs at all. Some people think this refers to Bran Stark, who is the last king we know of in Westeros by the end of Game of Thrones. He can no longer walk after he was pushed out of a tower in season 1. Now, yes, this is a bit of a stretch, but the next thing she says is pretty spot on. Alicent is talking to Aemond in this scene after Aemond tried to claim a dragon and was almost killed. Alicent tells him, "You will have a dragon one day." Helaena, still playing with the centipede, says to no one in particular, "He'll have to close an eye." In episode 8, Aemond claims Vhagar, which is the biggest dragon we will see in the show. After landing the she-dragon, he is confronted by Rhaena, Baela, Jacaerys, and Lucerys. They get into a fight with Aemond because Rhaena wanted to claim Vhagar because it was her mother's dragon. Aemond also called Jacaerys and Lucerys bastards during the brawl, saying they are sons of Harwin Strong. Lucerys, in response to this, slashes at Aemond's face, causing him to lose an eye. So Helaena was correct in her statement that Aemond will have to close an eye if he wants a dragon, so to lose an eye. In the book that the show is based on, Fire and Blood, there is no mention of her being a dragon dreamer, so this is new for the show. My guess is that they wanted to expand her character and give her some more stuff to do. As I said before, prophecy was mentioned a lot in the first half of the season, so to have an actual dragon dreamer in the show will be interesting. You will definitely listen more carefully to what she says. In episode 8, she has another prophecy that I will try and make sense of, and once again, she is playing with a bug, this time a spider. She's kind of talking to herself and once again is very vague. She says, "Hand turns loom, spool of green, spool of black, dragons of flesh, weaving dragons of thread." So we will start with the first phrase, the hand turns loom. The hand refers to Otto Hightower, who is the hand of the king. Again, loom means the weaving of thread. So I take this as Otto is plotting again. He is weaving lies and whatnot, which we all know. He wants to get Aegon to sit on the throne instead of Rhaenyra. That is his plot. The spool of green and the spool of black refers to the two groups, Rhaenyra's and Alicent's. In the books, it's because of the dresses the two wore to attorney. In the show, it's because Alicent started wearing green after her father was dismissed as Hand of the King. She interrupted King Viserys' speech during Rhaenyra's wedding rehearsal. Harwin comments how she is wearing green, and how the High Tower in Old Town burns green when they are at war. Old Town is the seat of House Hightower. So Alicent was making a statement about how she stands with her house and her father at the wedding wearing green. I'm sure others saw this as well. Alicent and her children continue to wear green, which is why people call them the Greens. And Rhaenyra wears the colors of House Targaryen, which is why people call her party the Blacks. The dragons of flesh weaving dragons of thread is quite tricky, to be honest. And this is a shot in the dark. If you have any theories on it, leave it down in the comments below. So the dragons of flesh could be referring to the actual dragons like Vhagar and Syrax, or just the Targaryens like Daemon, Rhaenyra, Aegon, that sort of thing. A thread in a story sense means a theme running throughout a situation. To weave is to create something. So I would say it has to do with the children, and maybe how parents pass down their biases to them. Like how Alicent hated Rhaenyra and now her kids do as well because of the influence she has on them. Same thing with Rhaenyra. She is a dragon of flesh. She weaves or creates dragons, so her children, and the thread is what she passes down to them, like her influence on them. Yeah, that's probably not it, I'm not gonna lie. It could be literal as well. The two factions have different banners which are made out of thread. When the Civil War starts, Rhaenyra's banner is basically the original Targaryen coat of arms, and Aegon's banner has a gold dragon instead on it. Or that might not be right either. Honestly, I really do not know. If you have any ideas, leave them down in the comments below.